Hello. We are in the next part and my phone is hanging out by the charger so it's not stable. We're gonna try and stand still like a statue so that nothing moves. Okay, righto. The next thing that I purchased, I'm first showing you, I get it guys, in my previous part, if you've been following me, I was showing you the brush that I purchased that was selling for 325 ridiculous bucks at Discount. I believe it's called a Denman brush, whatever, and I'm just like, whatever, okay? Look, it sounds like some kind of medical apparatus for breathing. Anyway, whatever. Very well and very cool. Credit card, please don't distract me. If you want food, get it in the house, dude. Ish, that's like it. You know what? My life. 1 minute, guys. I have to give my cat food. Sorry. And then it walked out without eating the food in the ish. That's it, guys. Okay, anywho, look at how my skin is glowing. Like, y'all. I'm sad, but like I look good. For somebody as sad as me, I look hella great. Anyway, whatever. Purchase. In the previous part I was showing you my Denman brush that sounds like, what do they call this thing? An oxygen bag or whatever. Whatever. It's breathing for me, that's what's good. And then I got combs. Like I said, combs, these were 30 bucks, a combination of them. Well, I mean, these will likely also be cheap at a little bit of a discount or whatever, but I got them there, all of them, for 30 bucks, which at discount would have been one for 30. So I was looking for a white tooth comb, A1, and this is the only thing that I found. It came in a package of 4, so I was like, whatever. And it's nice and pink. So white tooth comb number 1, white tooth comb number 2. This is white-ish tooth comb number 3, but it's not white enough. I don't think I'll ever use this on my hair. And this for just parting my hair. What do they call, rat tail comb? For parting, for, you know, you get my point. Yeah, not so much to comb. Gamadze for, I was gunning for this, but then I got all this other stuff as well. And it cost 30 bucks, 30 rands. Like I said, I can't convert that into dollars. I would not know what it is in terms of cost of living, but it's really cheap, like really cheap. Might be like $1 in converting it in realistic standard of living type terminology. Okay, cool. Alrighty, and then I got a wig cap. Remember I told you guys that I'm gonna use Igusha, but then I figured why not use the actual real deep wig cap. Since they were going for only 10 bucks, so I got a wig. It's not just one, there are 2 of them in here, and they're black. They're not skin colored, but it doesn't really matter because the wigs that I'm using don't have like a whole flesh colored lace to make sure that you ain't looking like you got a white woman's scalp or whatever. I told you I did everything cheaply, so it doesn't really matter what color my wig cap is. I'm gonna open this. It's a wig cap. You know what a wig cap is. Alright guys, and like I said, there are 2 of them. I got this at that store, so I don't know what the price generally is for wig caps at like a Discount or at Licks. You be able to do the mathematics then, if at all you've ever purchased a wig cap from a regular store, and how much it is in comparison to 10 bucks. I get to go guy. How much you guys usually buy them for? I've never bought wig caps in my life. I've always just used stockings. Anyway, so here's the next thing that's going to shock the living daylights out of you. This is the most like, okay, like third from the bottom, third from the top, bottom top, I don't know, in terms of list of shocking products. What is this, you guys? This is a recognizable brand product that you probably do use. The Garnier, what do they call it? Pure Active 3-in-1 Clay. This is the face wash that I use, okay? And at Discam, I am pretty certain, because 2 days ago when I went to go and buy my ingredients at the Discam, I was tempted, since I was in such a rush, since I'm already out of the face wash and I'm currently using face wash in the bathroom. Yeah, my mom. Since I was already out of this, I was tempted to just grab the one that was at the Discam and just get the step in. But then when I like touched it, I got an electrocution. I got an electric shock because it was 140 bucks. 140 something. Y'all know this is true. Go Google it online. As at today, which is sometime in April, perhaps like the 12th of April or whatever, how much the Garnier Skin Active Pure Clay, Pure Active 3-in-1 Clay, how much is it at Licks, at Discam, at Pick and Pay, at Checkers? It's about 140 bucks. Maybe if you are blessed, you might get it for 120 bucks. But I got this baby for 75 rands. I am not kidding. This is not a joke. I am not even breaking your leg. I suspect it's already broken because you fell off your chair, but I'm not the one that done did it. Okay, guys, I got this for 75 bucks. Literally half price. Like literally, quite literally half price. 75 rands. And it's the real deal. I ain't lying. This is not some fake version of it. This is the real Garnier Skin Active. Now, what do I think in terms of, I don't want to put it on my hand because I don't want to waste. Anyway, a little goes a long way. It lasts me quite long. Like this alone would probably last me 3 months. Yeah, it goes a long way. It's that grainy face wash. Y'all know if you use this Garnier Skin Active, let's say it's got those blue pebbles, what do they call them, pumice beads or whatever, I can say whatever. It's got some grainy stuff in it. I love it. It's very heavily exfoliating. Maybe heavily is a strong word, but it's lacquer. Like it leaves your skin feeling really lacquer after you use it with salicylic acid, which is I'm not using the salicylic acid, by the way, for clearing acne. Salicylic acid has never done anything for my acne. It's always been benzoyl peroxide. I use it for anti-aging. The properties, the exfoliating and anti-aging properties of salicylic acid are the reason why I use this face mask. So it's like an anti-aging face cream, not cream, face wash. It's an anti-aging face wash for me, but for some other people they might use it for acne, angazi. But like I said, salicylic acid has never done anything for me when it comes to acne, but it definitely has a way of making my skin feel like a baby's skin every morning. So this is, what did they call it when I used to study adverts in management? They call it a robust design. When something has more than one purpose, when you can use it for more than one thing, I believe it's called a robust design in management. In industrial engineering, they call it a robust design. For me, instead of buying an anti-aging face wash, I just buy a face wash that has salicylic acid in it and it just does the job. Whatever other benefits salicylic acid might have, great. I believe the reason why it's so anti-aging is because of its exfoliating properties. I don't know, but it's done wonders for my skin texture. I'm just putting that out there. And also for, I believe, reducing pores. It functions like an astringent. Angazi. I don't use it for acne. If you do, I don't know, maybe you're one of those people that respond to salicylic acid, but I'm not one of them. 75 bucks. And this is not the only one, by the way. I bought this one because it's the one that I use. Now, I think what they do with these factories, or how it is that they're able to sell these products for 75 bucks is, like, I'm looking at this one right now and it's got like scratches on the outside. Like the bottle looks like it's seen life, you know, like not so much a lot of life, but just it's not as cleanly, beautifully, like perfectly looking with no blemish on the outside of the like packaging as the one that you would find at Dis-Chem. So I think these are the Voetstoet ones, the ones that don't pass the quality test, maybe in terms of packaging, I don't know, but there are batches of product at factories that make them that get rejected for a myriad of reasons. It's not always about, in fact, it's never about the quality of the product inside the package, but rather about what happened, like perhaps like trauma damage to the packaging that causes, like, you know, stores like Dis-Chem, like at the wholesalers, they reject it for myriads of reasons. Maybe if the weight is not right or whatever, if they did not put in, here it says that this is supposed to be 150 milliliters, maybe it altogether calculated or came to 149, so they would abandon it for that. And the only reason that it would still be sellable on the market legally, governmentally, basically approved by the government, is if it's still usable by the end consumer, but the price has to be reduced because of having failed some kind of a quality assurance test for a myriad of reasons. Like I said, it's not always about the constitution. If anything, I don't think it's ever about the constitution of the product on the inside. And so they get purchased then by people like Chinatown, by people who have businesses on the side. They go there and they buy them in bulk and then they sell them at a reduced price. They of course purchase them from the wholesaler for a much lower price. If they can afford to like brand price the 75 rands, can you imagine how cheaply then they must purchase it? Can you imagine? I mean, they gotta make a profit, right? And it says a lot as well about Dis-Chem and Clicks and Pick n Pay, basically retailers that are, you know, out there selling these products. It says how much they are inflating, just ballooning the price of products. The markup is ridiculous. It's in the thousands, guys, not even the hundreds. Like a 2000% markup or whatever on the original price that they buy it at. So So next time, basically, when you purchase a product purely because it is expensive, only stop to think and wonder if Karabo could buy this product for 75 rands and it sells for 140 bucks at Dis-Chem, and whoever it is that bought this product in order to sell it for 75 bucks must have, of course, bought it at a lower price than this in order to make a profit upon selling it to me. How much then must Dis-Chem have bought this in order to sell it to you? I wouldn't be surprised if Dis-Chem perhaps bought it for like 15 rands and sold it to you for 140 bucks. It's just such a capitalistic market. It's ridiculous. That's why you need to learn how to read labels. That's why you need to teach yourself how to shop, how to travel out of your comfort zone, leave the mall and go to some stanky Chinatown and get yourself a high-end product that, you know, has a scratch or two on it, but for half the price. And, you know, your skin will thank you for it because you will get a lot more products for your buck. But be careful to not over-consume or over-purchase, because sometimes when you find a place that sells things really cheaply, you might be tempted to just grab everything and run with it. You might be tempted to grab everything and just run with it, but then you're gonna end up with chloasma on your face. You gotta know how to layer. You gotta get educated, trained. Like what happened with me is I got taught. I watched a lot of, like, during the time when my skin was breaking out into acne for days and I didn't know what to do with myself, and I was looking for cheap ways to deal with it. I watched so many videos on YouTube from dermatologists, doctors, estheticians, and just regular people that do a lot of research online and come and share. YouTubers. I learned so much from them. I got trained things like layering, how to layer, what do you call this, like actives and whatnot. I actually went into some actual study, and so from those lessons that I learned, I was then able to make informed decisions, informed purchasing decisions to get these things. So don't just buy because, you know, a product is telling you, ooh, I've got this in me, and so take me and run with it. Like, learn how to read labels, and I promise you, if you are interested enough in your skincare, you will learn quite quickly. You don't have to be a boffin or whatever, and then you will know how to buy instead of, you know, being dictated what to purchase by packaging models of FMCGs that put a product in the range of the average person's height, of the average woman's height, in order for you to look at that product first and so choose it. Or even prices, you know, that say I am 500 bucks, so therefore I must be worth your while. Don't shop that way. Shop according to education, if you know what I mean. Yeah, study. In the Bible says study to show yourself approved. So if you want your skin to approve you, show it approved by studying before you just clobber it with whatever. Okay guys, cool beans. So this is what I wash my face with. I used to mix it with that kojic acid face wash, but like I said, I can't find that monster, and I'm not entirely happy with that kojic acid thingy because it dyed my hairs ginger. Yeah, it lightened, like there's so much lightening agent, so much. I mean, kojic acid is definitely a tyrosinase inhibitor. Okay, I'm not about to get into what a tyrosinase is. It's something that prevents dark spots, or it reduces pigmentation on your skin, or it causes them to fade over time, you know, when you've got like post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So I know, because of all of the studies that I've embarked on, that kojic acid is a tyrosinase inhibitor. So too is niacinamide, so too is vitamin C, so too is, you get my point, something that causes the fading of dark spots once you've gotten pimples. So yes, in investigating, I found that out. But whatever amount of kojic acid, perhaps it might even be the percentage concentration of kojic acid that was in that cream that my mom bought, but then I took it from her because she didn't like it. Not like it, but she didn't trust it because it was from Chinatown. I took it, I mixed it with my face wash because both of them were face washes, right? Loved what they did. Oh my goodness, it's like it all slothed away at the dead skin cells on the surface, more even so than this product on its own. It left my skin feeling like a baby's bottom. Like, what? It was gorgeous. I love the way it made me feel, right? Yeah, anyway, but after like using it for like maybe a month, my edges were like ginger in color. So in other words, they took the pigmentation out of my hair. They took the melanin. They compromised the quality of the melano, you know, sites or whatever. The production of the darkness, the pigment of my hair. And I love my hair's jet black state. Like it's my pride and my glory and my joy. I love the black nature of my hair. I just love how black my hair is. And so for me to have like patches of ginger when I was a kid, that was an issue for me because I was always in the sun playing, and so my hair would just like, I used to have this like half ginger colored, half black hair, whatnot. But when I started to grow my afro and I started to trim my ends and I started to hide my hair in protective styles, it grew black, like pitch black. I didn't even know that I had pitch black hair until I was at like maybe 16, 17 years of age. So I've just always prided myself in my pitch black hair. And when that kojic acid made like the sun on my hair, when it made like whatever it is that rips color out of the hair, like it dyed my edges. ginger. I don't know if you can see, it's not that visible, but like anyway, I don't like what it did. So that's the one thing that made me, even though I couldn't find it at the Chinatown, I didn't go out of my way to go back and search for it again and again and again and again, because for me it's like, if it did that to my hair, what in the world is it doing to my skin? I don't want to look like Kanyimba. I don't want to whiten my face. I just want to lighten the dark spots, get rid of them. After acne, I love my dark skin. Like, this thing can be making me like a yellow bone, like Kelly Kumalo all of a sudden is a yellow bone. I don't want none of that. I just want to get rid of dark spots. So that's what made me let it go. However, the exfoliating powers of kojic acid mixed with salicylic acid are off the chains, and if you can get the stuff off your hair, it's not going to dye it, but maybe it's because it was the Chinatown version that perhaps the percentage concentration of it was likely too high, and so my God gave me a hint that this is too strong for your face, and in the long run it's not going to do too well for you, because look at what it's doing to your edges. It dyed them ginger, like literally not just the side, it's all across that I can see light tinges of ginger, but especially the side, because my edges start a little bit more ahead. I've got a big forehead, you can see that, but this side's edges start a little bit more ahead than that side, and so because when I wash my face I deliberately try to avoid touching my edges, but this side being a lot more outward, I touched them and I got dyed. However, it did do quite a lot for me. Alright, but that kojic acid face wash did wonders for keeping my what is this, the whole exfoliation thing. I believe it was also very anti-aging, and the acne that I like, just whenever I would get even the smallest little threat of a bump, it never finished its job in coming out. It just like stayed a little bit tender on the first day and was gone by the next day, making sure that there's nothing there to be dealing with in the first place. That was the benefit, but like I said, it wreaked havoc in my hair, so I stopped it. Alright, yeah, those products are ones that I have been purchasing from Chinatown in order for me to be kept in a bunch by the God of the universe. So amen, hallelujah, right? I feel like I lost my chain of thought there as I was talking. I don't know what in the world I was onto, but nonetheless I've given you sufficient advice. Yes, I was saying study, learn, educate yourself. No, that kojic acid face wash, the reason why I took it from my mom, with my mom being like, type thing, the reason I took it was because I knew what kojic acid can do. I know what it does for acne, I know what it does for the reduction of dark spots and what have you. So I tested it, I used it anyway. I used it even though my mom was like, I used it even though my mom was scared of it, because I was educated, I studied, and so I tested something that my mom was scared to test. The thing that took the fear away was understanding. So get into YouTube, find out, Google. Doctors become doctors because they studied. You just don't have to pay some exorbitant tuition to get that done. You can use YouTube and it's just as effective. Okay, let's move to the next part.